I'm clapping and y'all can't even hear me. Party people, what's good? What is good? If you can hear me, drop one. If you can see me, drop that good old two. If you can hear me, drop one. Happy Monday. It is the first Monday of June. Today is June the 3rd. Y'all, we are in the last month of the second quarter. And so we are just right at the midpoint of the year. So just kind of wanted to holler at my people and see how you all are doing. But again, you know how we do. If you can hear me, I need you to drop a one. If you can see me, I need you to drop a two. Also, I have had some people that say they can never hear, like they can never really hear the music playing in the background. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times it helps me because I be listening to stuff and I can just keep talking. But sometimes when I go back and look at the recording and look at the live, y'all just kind of be looking like, wonder what he's talking about. But yo, we streaming on Facebook, streaming on YouTube. So holla at your boy. Let me know who's watching. Let me know how your Monday has been. I know Mondays can typically be a little mundane, you know what I'm saying, pun intended, for a lot of people. But yeah, so I just wanted to holla at y'all. I see a one and a two in the chat, so I know that means I can be heard. If you can hear the music, drop a three. If you can hear the music, drop a three. Also, I don't know if it sounds a little different. Y'all let me know. Do I sound weird? Do I sound funny? I sound weird. I sound funny in my headphones. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm using a shotgun mic today instead of my normal. I know you guys normally see this. You know what I'm saying? You normally see that, but that's not on. You know, so I'm using shotgun mic today. I'm kind of doing some testing or whatever for a project I have coming up. So I said, hey, best way to make sure that the microphone is working the way that I want it to work is to just use it. You know what I'm saying? And so you guys know I'm one of those people. I don't want to wait until I get on set or get to the project, you know what I'm saying, get on site and start trying to figure out how to make things work. But yeah, for those of you who are just coming in, again, how has your Monday been? How has your 2024 gone so far? How has your second quarter gone? We're gonna talk about a lot of different random things. I think I'm gonna give y'all an hour tonight. We'll see. We'll see what the chat is doing. Shout out to everybody who's watching that doesn't actually click in the stream. I know how we do. You know, especially on Facebook. Now, YouTube has a similar functionality where you can actually just turn on closed captioning, or you can turn on the audio so you can actually hear or see what's happening. But you don't want the person to actually know that you're watching. Shout out to y'all too. Whether it's live or whether it's in replay. But yeah, I'm probably gonna get an hour tonight, you know what I'm saying? Just a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. So I'm not gonna belabor the time, as we would say in church. I'm not gonna belabor the time. But if you have any questions, any concerns about anything as it relates to content creation, as it relates to design, as it relates to branding, as it relates to cameras, as it relates to YouTube, strategies for social media, drop those in the comments, holla at your boy, and we will get to those throughout the night. But let's get started. Yo, first of all, y'all know my daily routine Monday through Friday is James Hicks in the building. What's going on, my brother? Out there on the West Coast. Hicks is in the building. So yo, y'all know what it is. I watch Get Up religiously. Even sometimes like 7, I'll watch or I'll listen to Unsportsmanlike, even I don't really care for it too much. And then I'll watch Get Up, and then I'll watch First Take. And today First Take opened up with a segment surrounding the foul on Caitlin Clark. And man, I expect some apologies or some statements to come out tomorrow. James, as a matter of fact, how do I sound? Because I'm telling y'all, I'm not the biggest fan of shotgun mics live. Like, it's one of those things where you can record something and go back and post, you know, and actually edit. But the way this sounds right now, because of course, my space is not necessarily super sound treated. So I'm getting a lot of the room in my ears, you know. So, but then what I hear coming out the roadcaster is pretty accurate. But a lot of times when I go back and I listen to things in post, I'll be like, oh, that doesn't sound that bad. So James, definitely let me know. But yeah, first take went hard today. And shout out to Eminem, AKA Monica McNutt, for holding her own against Stephen. I'm a Stephen A fan. I'm a Shannon Sharp fan. A lot of people don't like Stephen A. I'm a fan of Stephen A. You know what I'm saying? I think Stephen A is a person who's big on context. You know what I'm saying? And which is me. You know, I feel like that's my spirit animal. So I love it. But man, yeah. And one of the things is is gonna lay the foundation. Okay, so James said you sound a little light, don't have the resonance that I'm used to. Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what I figured. But from a level standpoint, I mean, I'm killing it. You know, I could probably make a couple of adjustments. You know what? I'll change it in a second. I'm gonna do something that's gonna require me to have my hands free. But I'll change it in a second. But yeah, it's gonna lay the foundation for kind of our conversation tonight, because one of the things surrounding the W right now is, are people salty about all the attention that Caitlin Clark is getting? And one of the things I see in life, I see in business, I see in church, I see in friendships, I see in our industry, is that we get upset with people who are moving the needle, who may not be as talented or qualified as we are. They just, it was their time. And you guys have heard me talk about this as it relates to YouTube, and how a lot of people, they tell you, you know, it's all about, you know, thumbnails. They tell you it's all about your title. They tell you it's all about the topic and the tags, but nobody ever talks about timing. You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand, when it's your time, it's your time. And so, yes, we know from a cultural standpoint that the sport of basketball has been dominated by African Americans, by Black people. And so, John, what's going on, baby? And so we know that the sport of basketball, well, sports in general, but specifically basketball, has been dominated by African Americans. The W is no different in NBA. And so you have a lot of people who are upset. And, you know, I see people calling Caitlin Clark Stabler's daughter from Law and Order SVU, which I think is really funny because they do kind of favor. But you have a lot of people who are upset because they're like, yo, we've been here. We've been grinding. We are just as good, if not better, and we didn't get the recognition. And so she's catching hell from some people, you know what I'm saying? And it's just interesting. And there is biblical foundation for this. You know, there is a parable, and I don't want to get into that tonight, but there is biblical foundation for these things that happen, where those of us who have been working all day get upset that people who come in at the cool of the day or the end of the day get the same wage, if not more. You know what I'm saying? And so it's crazy how what's going on in society mirrors a lot of things that are going on just in our circles in life. And we got to find a way to stop hating on opportunities. And what I mean by that is, one of the points that I do agree with Stephen A. In the regards to is that Caitlin cannot help that she's Caitlin Clark. And I want to tell you, stop apologizing for being great. Stop apologizing for being gifted. Stop apologizing for being anointed. Stop apologizing for being just who God made you to be. Like, you cannot help who you are. Now, you make it help your attitude, you make it help your character, you make it help your integrity. Those are things that you do have control over. But I can't help the fact that I was born on September the 7th. I can't help that. I didn't get to choose what day I was born. I didn't get to choose what hospital I was born in. I didn't get to choose who my parents were. All of that was dictated for me. You know what I'm saying? Before I formed you in your mother's womb, like I knew you. All of this was planned ahead of time. And so stop apologizing for being great. Like Caitlyn can't like I chose to go to Iowa. I didn't know that I was gonna break the all-time women's scoring record. I didn't know that Spalding and State Farm and all of these, yes, hired at the 11th hour. I didn't know that all of these things are gonna come. Why are you mad at me? How about you take advantage of the things that are happening to me? One of the things we always say in church, I tell you, I'm trying not to go down this road, but we always, it's colloquial, it's cultural, and it's a colloquialism, but we always talk about, but there's biblical foundation for it. Rejoice with them that rejoice. And so one of the ways we say it to kind of make it make sense is that, yo, if somebody on your row is getting blessed, you should be happy because that means God is on your street. It's only a matter of time before that envelope hits your mailbox. It's only a matter of time for that thing. So you sitting back looking, being like, well, I've been fasting, I've been praying, I've been doing all of this. Like, bro, they just got saved and they got blessed. So now you got beef with God. Now you got beef with everybody else that's supposed to be your brother and sister. And now we all losing. Because now everybody looking at us crazy like, but you know. And I saw somebody say this, the WNBA, with all due respect, is the only league that begs for attention, but then when they get the attention, they tell everybody to butt out. I don't understand it. I don't get it. But I wanted to say that because I see a lot of people who are apologizing for things they can't help. Take accountability for the things that you need to take accountability for. Take responsibility for the things that you need to take responsibility for. Admit that you were wrong. Say that you were wrong. Say that I didn't handle that the right way. Say that, you know what I'm saying? As great as I am, I needed to work on my character. I needed to develop my integrity. I made a lot of mistakes. You guys have seen me. You have rocked with me. You've seen me tell you, okay, I've had some high highs, but I tell you more about my low lows because I never want to be the type of influencer or creator that only shows you Photoshop receipts or Photoshop or augmented or artificial reality like a lot of these other people. Stop putting your faith in people who don't show you their scars, where you can't see their wounds. Like, no, like I hear you talking about podcasting, but where is your podcast? I hear you talking about live streaming, but where is your live stream? I hear you talking about cameras, but where are your videos? You talking about branding, where are your clients? And why don't I hear your clients speaking for you? We put too much investment in people who, you know, hey, and it's tough. It's tough, and it can sound like shade, but it's always a hurt dog that's gonna holler the loudest. You know, when we was in school and we ain't know no better, it was like, you know, whoever smelt it, dealt it. So if the shoe fits, wear it. So yo, stop apologizing, man. Okay, stop apologizing for the things you can't apologize for. And after you've apologized for the things that you can't control and you make the necessary changes that you need to make, move on. And if those people can't move on with you, it's okay. Keep it moving. It's $1.50. All right, let's move on. I got some fathers in the chat. Father's Day is coming. Father's Day is coming. And I need y'all to keep that same energy that you have for Mother's Day. Father's Day is coming. I need you to keep that same energy that you had for Mother's Day. I'm gonna say it one more time. I need every restaurant. I need 40, 540, 95, 85, 15, 501, 147, 54, 70. I need everything backed up because I need y'all to keep that same energy. But for those of you, for my local people that's local to North Carolina, Triangle and Triad, if you don't know what to get your husband who's a father or your baby's daddy, check this out. Nazar, y'all already know who I'm rocking with. Nazar Fragrances. Crabtree. Nazar Fragrances. It's melanated. This is unisex. So I know I'm talking about Father's Day. And I'm going somewhere with this, so stay with me. Bro. This smell like Coco Cabana. This is amazing. All my black people, all my melanated people, this right here is what you should be wearing. This right here. Bro, my camera going crazy tonight with this focus. All right. Number 2, same Nazar, drip. 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 That right there, crazy. Crazy work. That's crazy work right there. Yo. That's seductive. That's also unisex. Y'all know I rock with a lot of unisex, you know what I'm saying? A lot of unisex fragrances. All right. Y'all stay with me. I'm going somewhere. I got something custom that my boy made for me, and he made like several bottles of it. I don't even know if he remembers the recipe for this, but if you go to Nazar, tell him you want that King of Kings, yo. Tell him you want that King of Kings, yo. Tell him you want that King of Kings. Daniel Yates, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you showing up. What? Now, I'm talking about Father's Day. I'm talking about fragrances. What does this have to do with anything? I want to say shout out to Yolanda Morant. Yolanda, forgive me if I'm pronouncing your last name incorrectly. But Yolanda Morant had a wonderful conversation last night, live stream with RJ Stevenson, Jessica Van, and then I cannot remember the other guy's name. Wonderful conversation about branding, media, design, all those different types of things. And I'm pushing this because, and I got some other fragrances I want to show y'all, but can I tell y'all a secret? Some of y'all stink. And I'm not trying to be mean. Let me not say that. Some of you don't smell the best that you could. Some of you don't smell the best that you could. And the reason you don't smell the best that you could, number one, because you don't wash your body. You got to wash your body. You have to clean yourself. You got to clean yourself. You got to clean. Listen, how many other ways? Take a bath, take a shower. We ain't doing bird baths in the summer. It's hot. It's hot. I got the AC on, I got the fan blowing, and I'm still sweating because I'm hyped. I'm sitting under this light. Wash your life. Wash your mind, your heart, your mindset, all of that. It's mid-year check-in. Your water bill, it should be high in the summertime because you should be taking a lot of showers. You got to wash your body. But in addition to washing your body, because a lot of us, we want, you know, if those of you who follow me, you know my definition as it relates to branding and marketing. And marketing is what people see. Branding is what people don't see. Marketing is how you feel about yourself. Branding is how your audience feels about you. So marketing are the clothes that you wear. Your business card, your website, your logo, all of those different types of things, that's an outfit. You can put that on and you can take that off. You can change it at any time. But your brand is the things underneath that you got to work hard. And a lot of times we use our marketing to cover up our branding. We try to spray fragrance over stuff that's not clean. That's why I said you got to, stop apologizing for things you can't control, but you can control your attitude. You can control your customer service. You can control your integrity. You can control your character. We're still talking about Father's Day, but a lot of times we try to spray and we try to cover up. And what you don't understand is that in the long run, when you're not clean, you end up making yourself smell worse. And so a lot of times we deal with clients who want things to pop. You want to make it pop, but it's like, no, like your brand is, you don't have the infrastructure in place. You don't have a strategy or a roadmap that tells me how we gonna get to point A to point Z. Yeah, you might be hot right now and you might be feeling yourself and you might be the hottest thing on the block. But when the seasons change, you know what I'm saying? What's gonna happen? So branding is the things that we don't see. And part of the conversation last night was really giving credit and kudos to the people who aren't seen, like designers, creatives, people who make the things go behind the scenes, but never really get the credit. We get all the stress, but we never really get the credit that we deserve. You know what I'm saying? In addition to washing your body, you gotta moisturize. Now, I'm a fan. Now, I don't gatekeep. And y'all forgive, you know what I'm saying? That light is bright. Honestly, to me, this is the best thing. Now, you may not necessarily pay attention to the scent, but EOS to me, maybe just, I don't know how ladies feel about it, but as a man, this is it. Summer, winter, spring, fall. This is it. As a matter of fact, this is the only lotion, moisturizing body lotion, that it literally tells you, apply liberally to just clean skin, we'll do the rest. Pro tip, for an enhanced experience, layer this body lotion with your favorite fragrance. I don't know another lotion, another moisturizer that actually tells you to do that. That's old school. But here's the thing. This is what's underneath. Nobody gets to see this unless you ask you. See, the problem is people can see what we don't do. But it's hard because we get discouraged when people don't see all the things that we do. People don't see all the times that you've been slaving. People don't see the 99 times that you got it right, but the one time you got it wrong, everybody can see it. The one time you walk out the house and your ankles and your elbows is ashy, you ain't got no Carmex for your lips, you know your hair ain't done. It's like, oh my God, bro, like you see, like, yo, I got it right 99 times. Get you some EOS and make sure you stay moisturized. All right, now this is old school from the standpoint that it says, and side note, it says fresh and cozy. So right now, in the summertime, it's hot. Number one, this ain't Jergens. You're not gonna sweat this off. You're not gonna walk out in 100-degree weather and it's gonna be running off your body, running off your legs. That's number one. Number two, fresh and cozy. This is a time of year, it's hot. So, you know, some people like unscented lotion. It doesn't bother me. It smells like what I'm gonna be smelling like every day. Some level of freshness. All right, so it goes great with whatever next thing I'm getting ready to put on it. All right. So before you spray any of this, I don't want you to go to Nazar and buy this before you do everything else. So we've established you gotta clean your body. You gotta take a shower, wash your body, wash real good. You gotta moisturize. Make sure we lock that moisture in. Now, what old school tells you to do is take the lotion or Vaseline, put it in your hand, and then take something like this and spray it in and rub it around. Make it last longer. Stop doing that. Stop doing that because you're wasting money. You are wasting your cologne. You're wasting your fragrance. So I shouted out Nazar. Ken, you may know this person. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you. All of my people that's in the triad. If you're in Raleigh, it's an hour 15, hour and a half drive. Go to Winston-Salem. She has a spot, but I'm telling you, it's probably best to go on the weekend at Cook's Flea Market. The oil lady in Winston-Salem. For every single fragrance that I have an oil. So I don't have to take the spray and waste it and mix it with the lotion. After I moisturize, to make this last a lot longer, see, this is an extrait. This is the highest form of fragrance you can buy. This means it's 40 to 50% oil in this bottle. That's why this bottle is this size. It's 40 to 50% oil in here. And a lot of alcohol. And honestly, this was custom. There's a lot more oil in there than that. But I'll go to the oil lady in Winston-Salem. And I go pick me up a roll-on, a pure, uncut fragrance body oil. This one is Joe Malone, wood, sage, and sea salt. Oh my God. You got that size. So for ladies that don't know what to get your baby daddy, I'm trying to tell you. Cause this is, see, we gonna do the behind the scenes work. We gonna do the work that nobody sees. You know what I'm saying? We gonna start working on ourselves. A lot of men, we don't deal with self-care. But you feel like if you look good, if you smell good, hair, bro, you will feel so much better about yourself. Ladies, y'all talk about confidence and self-awareness and self-care all day. But you can get that size bottle. I think this was either $3 or $5. Like say for instance, and when I say for every bottle, I got one. Or you can get like the $12 bottle. Like say for instance, that's New York Nights. So that's based off of Bond New York Nights. It smells just like it. Burberry Goddess for all of my ladies. And I wear this too. I mix it with Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir. Smells just like it. It's 99% accurate. Tribeca, one of my favorites since ever. This smell, women, oh, this smell like rich queen boss right here. Bond number 9. I'm put this on right now. That's oil. You can see that, right? That's oil. That's oil. That's gonna last till next year. So instead of me mixing my lotion with some sprays, no. So I got a base. I'm clean, number one. Number two, I'm more cooked. God Almighty. Woo! Number two, I'm moisturized. Number three, bro, I'm layered for days. I'm good. I'm gonna have to wash twice to get this out. And then I come behind that and I say, boom. So we hitting the neck. And if you want that sillage, not sillage, if you want that sillage, if you want that scent trail that's gonna break somebody's neck, when you walk by and you catch that breeze in the wind, hit 2 on the back of the neck. Pow, pow. I'm trying to tell you. But why is all of that important? These are the things that people don't see. These are the things that people don't see. These are the things that you have to do that people don't see. All people say is, oh my God, you smell good. What is that? Bro, I can't even tell you. It would take me all day to tell you and explain to you how I got here, because I really don't look like what I've been through. I cannot tell you all the layers of everything that I have on, because there are so many layers to me that you don't even see that give you the final product. So once again, stop apologizing, number one, because of how great you are. And number two, stop apologizing because you feel like you're late. You feel like it's June and you feel like you're still not where you're supposed to be. Yo, this is a mid-year check-in. The year is not over. Keep grinding. Do you know what can happen in 24 hours? You know what can happen in 30 days? You know what can happen in 6 months? So stop feeling bad and stop letting other people make you feel bad because it seems like they're getting where you want to be. No, you are right where you, as long as you are working. Now, if you ain't doing no work, this ain't for you. Y'all see, I got my preacher sweat. But as long as you are working and doing what you're supposed to do, you are right where you're supposed to be. But you got to do the work that you may not necessarily get rewarded for. And again, a lot of times we focus on, you know what I'm saying? This is marketing. This right here is branding. Pro tip to all my fellas. It's summertime, right? Stop playing. I don't know why I'm on this whole self-care thing tonight. Stop playing. I don't even have to explain to you what this is. You can see it for yourself. Stop playing. Ladies, if your man won't do it, you do it. Stop playing. It's hot out here. It's hot out here. All right, but real quick, I'm gonna run this off and then I'm gonna jump on to something else and then we're gonna get out of here. So I told y'all about Nazar. I told y'all about the oil lady in Winston-Salem. A couple of other things that I think will be great gifts for Father's Day. Valentino born in one more intense. Valentino born in one more intense. Born in Roma intense, I'm sorry. Valentino born in Roma. Y'all know this was My choice, you know what I'm saying? This is an Iris Beast. My choice for Easter, He Got Up fragrance. I'm gonna give you a sleeper that nobody really talks about. A lot of men are outside, a lot of men are cutting the grass, a lot of men run errands. A lot of men are cutting the grass and running errands and washing the car. F9. 9 a.m. You may be familiar with the black bottle that's 9 p.m. This is 9 a.m. dive. Nice, sweet, fresh vanilla. And then you put on 9 p.m. when y'all go out on a date later. But if you're going out in the morning, if you're running errands, if you're cleaning up, you going to Lowe's, you going to Home Depot, you grilling or something like that, that right there is a sleeper. You mix that, y'all already know I love this. That F9 supremacy, that supremacy in heaven. That right there, woo, gold mine. Ken, you gonna like this. White tees in the summertime, we have made it. Joe Milano, Game of Spades wild card. This is a dupe of Bond and Manon Lafayette Street. 99% accurate. All right, let me put y'all on something y'all need to be up on. My first niche house and my favorite niche house. Mansera Paris, Cedrat Boise, Eau de Parfum. This is a great starter. This is a great starter for niche. This is a great starter. I'm gonna put you on game real quick, and then I gotta hurry up and get out of here. I'll talk about this all night. This is a version, this has the scent DNA of Creed Aventus. So if you just, all right, so John, you tried Creed, right? Creed Aventus. I'm about to give you this crazy combination. So Mansera is still niche, Cedrat Boise. If you don't like the price on that, Armaf Club de Nuit Man, Intense Man. This is Creed Aventus with a super, super, super blast of pineapple. So what you could do, you could wear this and hit this for the sillage, just to give you the sweetness. This is more mild. This is very mature. This is sexy. This is date night. This is club. This is intimacy. This is romance. This is BET Uncut. This is romance. This is BET Uncut. Mix the two together. But if you really want to be sophisticated, if you really want to be sophisticated, I'm working now, Ken, I'm sweating. I got something that a lot of fellas is scared of. Qaid Al-Farsan. Qaid Al-Farsan. Basically, this is Creed Aventus and Baccarat Rouge 540 had a baby. So what you do is you get you a BR 540 oil, body oil or roll-on. That's your base. I'm telling the late, y'all gonna love this. That's your base. Let that be your base, because that kills everything. You can layer everything with Baccarat Rouge. Baccarat Rouge 540. Come behind and hit this on the skin to start to give you some of that pineapple, that sexiness, or hit this on the skin above that. This is pineapple and that cotton candy sweetness. Boom, 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 boom. And then before you walk out the door, what I tell you about that sillage, hit 2 of these. And then go to Target or go to Starbucks or go to the gas station and see what happens. Don't do that when you go to work. You're gonna clear out a building. You're gonna clear out a building. You gonna let me stop. Let me stop. Let me look at the comments. Let me slow down. Let me slow down. Ken says that's a whole message, bro. Hey man, people gotta understand how, listen, God, honestly, he just shows it to me like that. And that's why I'm big on fragrances, even though I don't necessarily talk about it a lot, because I look at it in a different way. Same way I look at cameras and lenses or whatever. It's like I said last night on their live stream. Cameras operate around the whole concept of light and being exposed. One of the reasons people struggle and they don't want to be on camera is because they don't want people to see their flaws. So now we have people who have perfected showing up as a version of themselves that's not real. But now we have people who are influenced by that because they're easily impressionable. So you're chasing people because they have the numbers. But if we take away the fragrance, if we start stripping them down by layers, they nasty, they dirty, they not clean, they got crazy stuff going on. That's how I look at this thing. So everything in my life, I try to tie it together. That's not being deep. Yes, with self-care, y'all listen closer because he always smells good and has baby skin. That's my sister. I'm trying to take, and listen, she don't just take up for me just because we blood. Yeah, Ken said, I wonder how fragrances are layered. Bro, yeah, real talk. Now again, there are going to be a lot of people who don't like, you know, they don't believe in layering. I mean, I do because y'all can go out and buy any of this. I don't necessarily want to smell like you though. I'm going to make sure be like, nah, I stand out. We're going to do something different. That's why I love niche houses and different things like this. And I love, you know, the Indian fragrance house, the Middle Eastern houses. Number one, because the oil concentration is higher. So a lot of what you see in Ulta, Sephora, Belk, Macy's, Nordstrom, Saks, Bloomingdale's, what's the other spot in Charlotte in South Park that we go to all the time? Neiman's, even Walmart, Marshalls, Ross, TJ Maxx, Target. We mostly see EDT. So you'll see eau de toilette, mostly alcohol. Step up from that is eau de parfum. So EDP, eau de parfum, we're talking, you're dealing with usually around 15 to 25% oil. If you're lucky, 30% oil. But, you know, and some EDTs, I'm about to show you an EDT that has probably better performance than some EDP. So it's not always, you know what I'm saying, 100% accurate. But then you go above EDP and you get to parfum, which is usually 30, 35% concentration of oil and higher. But when you rocking with a company like Nazar will throw you 40, 50% oil. And then you take somebody like the Oil Lady, this is uncut. That's all oil. Now I could technically take this oil, take the cap off, pour it out, and then mix it with some denatured alcohol or something like that, or what they call perfumer's alcohol, and add some sort of fixative to it and just the smallest amount of water based on whatever the recipe is that it calls for. And I can make a spray out of it. You know what I'm saying? What is it? The IFCC, International Fragrance something community or something like that organization. They have certain rules as to like what is safe to science. Like it's a science. Like perfumery is a science. All right, let me hurry up. Let me hurry up. I got a simple one. All ladies, if you don't get anything else that I talk about tonight, and I'm not selling, I'm just talking. All my fellas, all my ladies. My brother gonna be mad when I show y'all this. This will cause a car crash on 40. If you wear this and you roll your windows down and you rolling down the street, you will back up traffic. Odyssey Aqua from Armaf. If you have ever smelled Invictus Platinum, this is Invictus Platinum times 10. And this lasts 48 to 72 hours. 48 to 72 hours. 48. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. See, y'all be listening to people who are who are label whores. Stop listening to these people that, bro. Woo, I about to say something. I love fragrance. If I want to go spend $400 or $500 on a bottle, I'm gonna do that if I really love it. Initio, Narcotic Delight. What is it, like 365? Oh, you best believe it's coming to the house. At some point in 2024. I'm buying, I'm stuck on camera gear right now. So, so that don't make sense. But it's like that. It's like that. But I don't, like people, like some of y'all, all y'all wear is Tom Ford and Dior. Bro, you a label whore. Tom Ford don't even smell all that good. Let's keep it a buck. And the joints that do smell good, y'all don't even wear. Like men is afraid to wear like Lost Cherry or they new joint Electric Cherry. But that's the joint the women be all over. You mix that with BR54. Get out of here, bro. And, see, now I'm getting mad. Because people do, matter of fact, prime example. And I'm gonna get back to the chat, but prime example. All of my folks out here, y'all love Louis Vuitton. Y'all love the labels. Y'all love Louis Vuitton. One of the hottest things, and I gotta get the new joint is Pacific Swim, which I heard is better than both of these joints. Ombre Nomad, got that. We got Afternoon Swim, got that. We got Imagination. People is like, I got that Louis Vuitton. Yeah, bro, but I got that Paris Corner. I got the twins. Quatre and Trois. You've seen me talk about this. This is Louis Vuitton Imagination. This is 95 to 99% an accurate clone. This is Afternoon Swim. Bro, don't come for me. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. Like I'm not going to buy something just because it's $400 just to say I got it. When I can take $400 and get crazy. Why? Because I don't necessarily want to wear the same thing all the time. Like y'all, that's lame. Like switch it up. Like never let them see you coming. Switch it up. But let me get back to the chat. Let me get back to the chat. Let me get back to the chat. Yeah, John says, I tried Creed. Bruh, it depends on which Creed you get. You know what I'm saying? So Creed Aventus, what's the new joint they just came out with? Creed Aventus, God, it smelled like praline. It's got like a pecan, like a praline note in it. It'll come to me in a second. But Creed Royal, I like Creed Royal. Silver Mountain Water. So this is actually a clone of Silver Mountain Water, water with the hint of sweetness in it. Green Irish Tweed, which is Trey Noe. That's a sexy bottle, but bro said business in the front, party in the back. Hey, bro. I ain't heard of none of these fragrances, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, Ken, real talk. You can go on Amazon and get big. First of all, I'm gonna give y'all the plug right here. It's out of Canada. See, y'all be stuck on YouTube. And I'm gonna give you the plug because I know you're not gonna do it anyway. Y'all stuck on these y'all stuck on TikTok, folk. No. TikTok is not, if you want to really learn fragrance, go to YouTube. That's where it all started. Stop giving these TikTok people credit. Fragrancebuy.ca. That's all you need to know. It's a lot of different joints out here. That, Jumbo Shop, Fragrance Net, Triple Traders, Pandora Scents, but yo, fragrancebuy.ca. It comes from Canada. That's all I'm gonna say. Bro said cotton candy sweet. Go let me see that Tootsie Roll. That's that BR540. Yolanda, what's going on? Absolutely. Yo, the conversation yesterday was dope. I'm just adding another element to it that people never saw coming. It's like, yo, how you turn fragrance into branding? Bro, everything is branding. Everything is marketing. Can they say what's good? Layering keeps your smell longer. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, y'all, I'm telling you. So like I've been killing. I'm gonna tell you a layering combination I've been killing. I've been wearing mostly. So again, we talked about the fresh and cozy. Right? Fresh. You wear this to sleep. After you get out the shower, get into bed, like they just smell good. I wear oils to sleep too. So my bed smell like, and let me like get in my business. It smell good though. It smell like me. Let me shut up. My mama probably watching. That Joe Malone wood sage and sea salt. So I have an imagination oil. I have a Silver Mountain water oil, but this one has a little bit more of that wood in there, that wood note, accord that gives it a little bit of that sweetness, and it goes amazing. So this is super citrus. This is heavy on the citrus. And then this is heavy on the sweet. This is heavy on the sweet and the earthiness. You combine those two together with that as a layer, bro, you undefeated. And then my absolute favorite fragrance that you should buy your hubby, your father in waiting, your baby daddy, your godfather, your children's godfather. This right here. Never fails. You can't go wrong. Anybody, if you're trying to start a cologne collection and you don't know where to start with this right here. There's nothing on the market like this. This stands alone. Everything I have in my room, everything I own, everything I've ever bought, I can probably find something that's like it. This is the only thing I have ever had. Paco Rabanne 1 Million Lucky has a hazelnut note in here that is undefeated. They say it's a winter scent, fall, winter, spring, and summer nights, cool summer nights. But I mean, if you're gonna be inside like movie, something like that, that's it. But again, for those of you who are just tuning in, what do we talk about? And you trying to make this make sense. Again, I've talked a lot about cologne, fragrances, all of that. But a lot of that is marketing. You know, people say you smell good. People say you look good. We can control that. You know what I'm saying? But at this point in the year, as we get ready to finish out this second quarter of 2024 and get ready to head into the second half of the year, we got to make sure that we are taking care of the things that need to be taken care of. We got to make sure that we're cleaning up our character. We're cleaning up our integrity, you know, and then once we've done that, we put the systems in place. So your moisturizer, your lotion is nothing. It's a security blanket. So a lot of the struggles I had as an entrepreneur was because I didn't have systems in place. So when I would run into moments of burnout or I would get tired or life would just happen, like I would get to these moments where I would stop communicating. And when you stop communicating, it leaves people to their own judgment and their own questions. So people start to develop their own narratives regarding your character and integrity. I can't be frustrated because I let you come to your own conclusions because I stopped communicating with you. And I didn't let you know that, life is giving me more than I can handle right now. And so I can't do what I said I was gonna do. That affects your integrity. But here's the thing, you can build that up. You can get that back. It's just like credit. It's just like credit. It's just like credit. It's just like credit. No matter how bad it gets, you can always get it back. Been there, done that. People don't tell you that because they want you to stay locked down. You can always get it back. So your moisturizer keeps you locked in. It keeps that cleansing. It protects you. Because when you go in the shower and you take a bath, you strip all of those oils. And especially for Black people, people of color, African Americans, we understand how important oil is to our skin. But like me, you may have overactive glands. You may have a lot of sebum. You know what I'm saying? So in the summertime, my moisturizing process is a little different because I'm oily by nature. You know what I'm saying? So in the summertime, I'm like, I may use less of that than I would in the wintertime when it tends to be more dry. So that protects you. So those are the systems you put in place to protect you. And then you start to add, a little bit here, a little bit here. You start to establish the foundation of your brand and what it is you want to be known for. That's when you come in with the body oil. Let me tell y'all something, ladies. Burberry Goddess should be the #1 top selling fragrance, perfumes amongst females this fall, this winter. God almighty, that's good. And fellas, Burberry Hero. If you a couple, Get her goddess, you get hero. Woo! I'm trying to tell you, bro. Y'all out here talking about Tom Ford. People talking about ombre leather. You 30 years old. You don't know nothing about no ombre leather. They don't even wear leather. First of all, I get when there's certain things you kind of, just like your taste buds change as you get older, your scent kind of changes as you get older. But some things we just shouldn't be wearing at our age. But nevertheless. And then we can start, spraying stuff on top. But again, we get frustrated because people are quick to notice, you know what I'm saying, when we didn't do something. But these are the things that we never get rewarded for, that people never see. And so those are the things that as a creative, as an entrepreneur, whether you do podcasting, whether you're a designer, whether you're a strategist, whether you're a preacher, whether you're a chef, whatever. Like, you got to come to the terms with the fact that it's just like people gonna be people. You know what I'm saying? I told somebody today, I'm like, bro, like, people are gonna be like, to the world, till Jesus come back and the world ends, like, people gonna be people. And you cannot control people. I cannot control how people respond. We started off with Caitlin Clark. I will not apologize for being great. I will not apologize for being a genius. I'm not gonna be an asshole. Lord forgive me, excuse my French. But we know some people who are geniuses, but it's just like nobody wants to be around them. But you can't tell them that. They don't get that. They don't get why they've had 10 different sets of friends and 10 different sets of business partners. At some point, you have to be able to look at yourself to say, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Like, if people keep leaving me, if people keep walking away from me, like, and the same thing keeps happening over and over and over, maybe they're not the problem. Maybe it's something I'm doing. But people who refuse to do that inward, that introspection and take inventory of the things that they got going on, they are the people who often they fail. By the time you can tell them that, it's too late. It's too late. It's too late. So that there are so many layers to your greatness. There are so many layers to you being gifted. There are so many there is more to you than the eye can see. So do not let a status, do not let a picture, do not let a reel, do not let a comment on a video define who you know you to be about yourself. But at the same time, understand that everything that you do put out is a reflection, is a literal reflection of how you feel about yourself. Everything is a reflection. So anytime I post on Facebook is what I look in the mirror and see. I believe that about myself. This is why I show up the way that I do. This is why I invest the money in cameras and lenses and lights and roadcasters and computers and all these different types of things. I want to show up. I want to be the best. Shout out to my brother Ken. Ken posted a video earlier today, and what is it? 7:57. All right. Ken posted a video earlier today, like introducing himself, and just talking. And somebody in the comments was like, "Yo, can I book one of these videos with you?" It's not that hard. It's not that difficult. I told one of the reasons when we were doing, when we came out with the class and everything in the first quarter, and I said, one of the reasons you need to be making videos is because it's your portfolio. Especially if you're a content creator. You can't get mad when people don't come to you and you don't do what you say you do. They don't see what you do. This man puts a video out there and somebody's like, yo, I want one of these. Do you know how many clients that I got from sitting in front of this camera? How many consultations, how many opportunities that God opened up the door because I had the audacity to get in front of a camera, be sweating, hollering, you know, marks on the face, all kind of stuff that people, I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way I sound. Bro, get over it. You're only hurting, and I'm not trying to say that that's not a real thing. That's a real fear. But what I'm saying is you're only hurting yourself. And you can take every class in the world that tells you how to give how to increase your confidence to get on camera. It don't matter. Ain't none of it gonna work until you get on camera. Until you get on camera. You want to be a public speaker? Get on camera. You want to be a preacher? Get on camera. And I'm saying this 2024. You want to have your own conference? Get on camera. Like, show up. Like, but show up as yourself. Don't show up as me, because you can't be me. You can't do this. Like, you can do this, but you can't do this. Like, you can't be me. Like, when I show up and I'm like, yo, what's good, party people? Listen, if you can hear me, drop a 1 in the comments. If you can see me, drop a 2. If you can hear me, drop a 1. If you can see me, drop a 2. Like, bro, that's so natural because that's me. You know that's me. If y'all heard somebody get up here and start talking about party people, you're going to be like, nigga, that, ooh, Lord forgive me. I see, I done messed up. Ooh, I done messed up. You're going to be like, that's Walt. We see it every day. We be like, bro, like, you mimic it. Like, that's Think Media. Like, that's MKBHD. That's Doc Rock. That's James Hicks. That's Ken Branson. That's Yolanda Morant. That's Tyler Smith. Come on, man. Like, whatever. Ken asked the question, how do you know if you're being offensive? I think you were asking as it relates to fragrance. Honestly, it's a learning curve and a learning experience. You have to... I say it like this. Number one, if you are offended, first of all, know what you're wearing. Like, for example, you notice how I told you this was BET Uncut. Like, I literally said, like, hit the back of the neck with 2 of these. I know this is strong. So before I eat, like, part of me not being offensive to people is I know this is strong. So I know this is not something I can wear a lot of to work. But what I could wear to work or a meeting or like when I'm going to be in a close space with people so I don't offend folk, I could wear this, which is much lighter and meant for much more intimate occasions. But if I want to just, what was that? Just spray a couple of these. So, because what'll happen is, and one of the reasons I wear different fragrances and why I tell y'all stop wearing the same stuff every day is because you will become nose blind to it. And what happens when you become nose blind is, see, number one, we keep buying this stuff. Y'all keep buying Dior Sauvage and everybody smells the same. So eventually you'll become nose blind to it. I wish we could counsel. I mean, it's like the greatest selling cologne ever and women love it. It does smell good, but every human being smells like Dior Sauvage. But, so I wish we could get rid of it. Like, we could retire it. But if you start to get a headache, and so sometimes, like, if I get a new fragrance, I'll just sit with it. And then I'll figure out how many sprays can I get away with just like sitting in the car or being in my room before I be like, bro, this is strong. And then, you know what I'm saying, I'll kind of play with it from there. So for me, rule of thumb, because a lot of what I deal with is mostly high concentration oil. I don't just like Middle Eastern fragrance companies like Armaf. You really got Latafa and Armaf and then Afnan, and then you got a lot of branches underneath that. But one of the reasons, not just because they cheap, but because of the oil concentration in them. So they're gonna last longer. So you're gonna get more projection and you're gonna get more performance. There's a difference in projection and performance. You know, so when you get to that offensive thing, it's kind of like the projection. Performance deals with kind of longevity. Like how long is it gonna last? So most of the things I buy, they say 8 to 10 hours. I get like 16, 18. I get 24 hours out of a lot of this stuff. And especially because I layer it. I don't stink. Like, this gonna sound crazy, but I could do a smell test with my underwear. Now that sound crazy. That sound crazy. It don't sound crazy to me though. I could do a smell test with my socks. And I'd be like, dang, bro, that smell good. Like, I wash dirty clothes and be like, these ain't dirty. Like, they can't be dirty because they smell so good. You know what I'm saying? So, and then Ken, like, I mean, just like, find you somebody that you around all the time, they'll tell you. Certain things just like, certain things just stink. Like this right here this is strong. This is strong. This is strong. So one of the reasons I say wear the oil is so that you don't be offensive. So I can literally go here, here, 2 on the back of the neck, and I'm literally straight. But if I want to be crazy, I can go boom, boom, you know, or I can hit my pulse points. But that's overkill because I've already layered. So I want boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep it moving. Florence, what's going on? Jonathan Fowler, Bishop. What camera and lens do you use to get the blurred back effect on my live streams? I am using a Sony ZV-E10, but honestly, the camera doesn't necessarily matter. It's really the lens. It is I got one right here. A Sigma 16 millimeter. Sigma 16 millimeter. Sigma 16 millimeter. So let me tell y'all something. The camera really doesn't matter. The camera really doesn't matter. The camera really doesn't matter. I can go pull out a Sony a6000 and get the same effect. I can pull out my Sony a6300 and get the same effect. It's the lens, it's the glass. So what gives the blur effect you're referring to refers to depth of field and what we call bokeh. So depth of field. And so what happens is when you have a shallow depth of field, which is caused by a low aperture. So for those of you that don't understand, boy, I wish. All right. Let's do some teaching real quick. Boy, see, I could hook this up. I could hook this up. I could, or nope. I'm not gonna. Whoop. Nope. I'm not gonna do it. All right. Let me show you something. So you see right there, right here, this says shutter. So 3 things you need to remember. Shutter, which is shutter speed. I'm teaching. And then you have ISO, and then iris. Iris is what we call aperture or f-stop. In the cinema world, it's referred to as iris. In general camera terms of photography, it's referred to as f-stop or aperture. So if you ever hear somebody say iris down, they're referring to, you know what I'm saying, your aperture. Exposure triangle. So you have f-stop. So that's when you see numbers on cameras that say like f 1.2, 1.4, 1.6, 1.8. Or you may see 2.8. I have a lens. So I showed you this lens. You see where that says that 1.4? That 1.4? I'm having all kind of focusing problems. Okay, so you see where it says 1.4? This lens has a the minimum aperture, or the what we say wide open, is f 1.4. But on this lens, You see where that says f2.8? That's the iris, that's the aperture. So the lower that number is, the shallower. So the higher the number is, the higher that f-stop is, that f number, like f10, f16, like so landscape stuff like that, f20, f24, the less light it's gonna allow in, which means that your depth of field is going to be less shallow. The lower that number is, so like right now my f-stop is on 1.8, but I could take it down to 1.6, 1.4. The shallower that depth of field becomes, and it lets in more light. So it sounds weird. It's like, so the number gets smaller, it's more light. The number gets higher, less light. And of course, if I'm letting in more light or less light, I gotta make adjustments with what? My shutter speed, and I gotta make adjustments with my ISO, because they all go together. Father, Son, Holy Ghost, expose the triangle. I did a video. Woo, I'll be up here all night if I get into that again, but how you relate how we use the exposure triangle for evangelism, and how we relate it to the Holy Trinity. Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. But yeah, so Bishop Fowler, I'm using it, but just so you know, Sony ZV-E10 and a Sigma 16 millimeter. So it is the glass. So if you had a Canon M50, what's a cheap Nikon camera? If you have a Canon T2i, like we started out with, or T3i, a Canon 70D, a lot of these cameras that you can buy out of like Sam's Club or Walmart or Target. If you have a Sony ZV-E1F, you can buy the Best Buy, a cheaper version of this. A lot of them, they try to do it in software, but just naturally, you want a lens that has a low aperture range. So you may have like f1.8, f2.8. Like if I was to hook this up, it's not going to be as blurry as this, but I would have to change the distance between me and the camera so I can have a more compressed image to give that look. See, we getting into the technique, again, these are the things that people don't see. They just say, and I'm not talking about you, Bishop Fowler, I'm just saying, people say, yo, oh my God, what camera, what lens are you using? But it's like, yo, this is, it's a lot of layers. It's a lot of layers. You know what I'm saying to that. But just so you know what I'm using, Sony ZV-E10, Sigma 16 millimeter. Right now, my shutter speed, for those of you who want to get in a live stream, or you may have some equipment already, and you're trying to figure out, well, what are Walt settings? 1/50 is my shutter speed. Because I'm doing, well, really it should be, no, on my camera it's 24 frames per second. So 1/50, f1.8 is my aperture, or on the cinema camera it's called iris. And then I have an ISO of 100. So hopefully that helps. Ken, going back to fragrances, are there certain fragrances or notes a man should absolutely avoid? Whatever is in white diamonds. No, like super, what is it? It's a flower, it's a specific flower. It's very, it'll come to me, I'll text it to you. But I avoid very extreme florals. So peony, because it depends on how they're blended together. But me, like super florals, I mean, because that leans heavy feminine. That's why I'm saying like something like Burberry Goddess has this level, I think it's like cashmere in here, but it has like this level of smokiness. It's very warm. So it has a lot of warm tones that can work, and especially in the winter when it gets cold. Rico, look, Oil by Nature. That is good. That is good. No matter how bad it gets, man, you can always, I'm telling y'all, that's why I say never use somebody else's finish line to determine how you start your race. Never try to run your race at the pace somebody else is running, because you don't know what it took for them to get to where they got. You don't know how many, a lot of times we get jealous and we envy what people have. And it's like, yo, do you know I've fallen and broken my neck 100 times? Do you really want what I have? Now, what you can do is listen to me, and I can help you shortcut some of these, stumbling blocks. But, there are levels to your greatness, absolutely. What's his YouTube? I want to check it out. John, who was I talking about? Because I don't remember. Throw a cine lens on it and you really gonna, bro. So yeah, so I got some stuff coming in the mail, right? And I just been researching. And first of all, y'all, I told y'all I know shooters. Like I know some amazing DPs. God has blessed me, man. And I know some amazing cam ops and DPs, man, that make me be, I talk to y'all about what I know. These boys, John put a video up of him doing an interview. Ken, bro was doing an interview with two, will you do the Komodo X and then a Raptor? Like a red Komodo X, and what was the red Raptor? And the crazy part is, bro, the camera was so close to the talent, but when I was looking at the monitor, it was like the perfect composition. Bro, when I say, like, prime example, I'm doing an interview, the camera is like I could touch my camera. I'm touching my camera right now. That's how close the camera was in the subject's face. And I was like, oh my God. But I'm looking on the monitor through the view he showed. I was like, bro, like that composition is perfect. Like only cinema can do that. Only cinema can do that. So yeah, I'm slowly, I'm getting into the weeds, man. I'm getting into the weeds. But yeah, we had a great conversation tonight. I appreciate y'all coming through. Like I said, man, the moral of the story is stop apologizing for being great. I really want people to get that through your mind. Stop, because when you stop apologizing for being great and you start to control the things that you can control and you start to fix the things that you need to fix, you'll stop responding to stupid people on Facebook. And Lord forgive me, I don't mean to call nobody stupid, but you will stop responding to stupidity. You will stop posting stupidity. Maybe I should say ignorance. Let me say it like that. You will stop posting ignorance, number one, and then you will stop responding to ignorance. And let me tell you how you know when you're ignorant. When you allow other people to outlive their ignorance on your post. Come on, man. We gotta stop, yo. I'm too busy being great. I don't have time to, and it don't mean I don't want to respond. That's what I'm saying. My Holy Ghost don't just make me speak in tongues and run around and shout and do all that. My Holy Ghost make me swipe. Matter of fact, my Holy Ghost makes me sign out. Get off the app. Get off. Because I'm not gonna, why respond? Like why? I'm not gonna have conversations with people that I gotta explain myself. You ever seen an ant argue with a giraffe? You ever seen that? You never seen that, have you? You have never seen an ant climb a tree to tell the giraffe how they feel. And you have never seen a giraffe break their neck to go down to the ant's level. Why do we do it every day? So, as I said, stop apologizing for your greatness. Stop apologizing for your greatness. But control what you can control. Fix the things you need to fix. Clean up the things that you need to clean up. You know what I'm saying? Yup. And my mama up here, so it's about that time. Mama, you just gonna have to watch the replay. It's about that time. She probably tried to call me and text me because it's Monday. Woo, yeah, it's time to go. But yeah, like I said, man, Father's Day is coming. So I gave y'all the plug, Fragrance by BUY. FragranceBuy.ca. It's Canada. So probably want to order now. 2 different leagues, absolutely. You probably want to order now to make sure, because it's going to take a couple of days. Like, their shipping is good. Once it ships. But they got like 3 or 4 days worth of processing, and sometimes it be ticking me off. But usually you can find a better deal there than you can at Fragrance Net, Jumbo Shop, Triple Traders. Amazon is always good. TikTok, these folk be lying, bro. Y'all, because most of the people that you see, they always got a coupon code, or they trying to make money off affiliate marketing. So they're gonna tell you everything smell good, but everything may not necessarily smell good on you. So you got to learn what works with your DNA. I can wear anything. I'm blessed. I thank God I can wear anything. I thank God for the skin God gave me, and my body chemistry and my oil chemistry. I can wear anything. So everything smells good on me. Everything may not necessarily smell good on everybody else. But yeah, y'all, and also, so I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to holla, like, let me know. I'm gonna go back and listen to this, but from an audio standpoint, because I'll show you what I mean. Let me move this out the way. I got a lot going on. I'll show you what I mean before I get ready to go. All right, so normally you guys are used to hearing me show up like this. So, you know, do you hear the difference? Can you even hear the difference? Because a lot of you are probably watching on your phone. So number one, can you even hear the difference? You know what I'm saying? Between me talking in this and then me actually going to this. Because of course, shotgun mic picking up a lot more of the things going on in the room. Of course, y'all can see I'm not like in a perfectly sound treated studio space. But in post, that's something I can fix without issue. But of course, you know what I'm saying, with the mic right here, it's still cool. And I actually got to change out this XLR cable because I got a right angle cable that's gonna deal with this. But because my mic used to actually come down, and it gave me kind of some of that arm room, you know. So, but you know, but if I'm sitting back relaxing and I pull it all the way back like this, you know, I got my, you know. Yeah, John, yeah, so I definitely know you can hear the difference. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. But, and in my ears, like this sound, oh my God, this sounds so much better. Like, to me, it sounds better. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, more body. And that's the thing. And of course, I know all shotgun mics aren't created equal. You know what I'm saying? So I got another mic that I'm thinking about using. So I'll be testing that soon too. And you know, and we'll go from there. But nevertheless, man, we talked about a lot, and I gave y'all some gems that I don't even normally give. So hopefully you took away something, you found value in something that I said. You know what I'm saying tonight. Before I let go, before I let go, I need y'all to remember one thing. I need y'all to remember, boy, thing. Y'all know what time it is, right? Y'all know what's getting ready to come. Y'all know what's coming, right? Y'all know what's coming, right? I'm gonna keep saying it, yo. July the 14th. July the 14th. Y'all know what's coming, right? Y'all know what's coming, right? This how I should have opened up my stream, though. Ugh. This how I should have opened up my stream. Somebody tell him Omar coming. Ah! Hey, man, I can't wait. I can't wait. Hey, yo, don't apologize no more. We here. Keep grinding. If you need 5, I got 5 on it. Hey, man, I love y'all. It's been real. I'm proud of you. Clap it up. Clap it up. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, man. You survived January through May. And I know 2024 hasn't gone like everybody is playing, but guess what? You still got time to get it back. You still got time to turn it around. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I am living proof that you can get it back. I'm living proof that you can turn it around. I'm living proof that you can overcome every single obstacle, yo. I am living proof of that. So listen, it's been real. Holla at your boy. I get it, y'all. Hey, man, I'll see y'all next week. Or I'll probably see you again this week. I don't know. We'll see. What you think? Y'all let me know. Holla at your boy. I don't know how to act. I'm bugging out.